gentlemen, guys and gals, today we are going to be doing osmosis and diffusion. Now, you have two options. You are either doing this at home if you already have the supplies. Do not go out and buy these supplies. Do not tell your parents you need to go to the store. Do not bother them. If you already own a regular egg from the poultry aisle, I guess, a normal egg, and white vinegar, okay? Preferably not rice wine, not red wine, not some fancy, just old school white vinegar. It should have a horrible smell to it. So you are either following along with Ms. Humphreys or you are completing this on your own at home. Now, the very first thing we're gonna do is measure the circumference of our egg. Now, we know from science and from math that the circumference is the space all the way around. Now, how do I do this, Ms. Humphreys? Great question. We're measuring the circumference of our egg. Now, remember, we just talked about circumference is the space around the widest part. Well, I have a ruler here. How do I do that, Ms. Humphreys? Do I just roll it? No, think smarter, not harder. We are at home and we have purchased no supplies. We have not bothered mom, dad, or guardian to buy us anything. We are going to find something around the house. I am using normal packing ribbon for presents. You can use dental floss, string, whatever movable item you have in your house. So what we're gonna do is wrap this around the circumference, the widest part, without dropping it, without breaking it, without slipping. So gentle, like we're touching a little baby bird. We're gonna wrap this around and find our stopping point. So here is where my pieces meet. That is the circumference. I'm going to take that string at that point and measure its distance, measure its length, length. So when I come here to my ruler, I can see that it's about 5.5 inches. It is 5.5 inches. So on that Office 365 form that you are completing as we go through this video, you are putting 5.5 inches for the circumference of Ms. Humphreys' egg, or the example egg. If you're doing your own, you follow those steps and put your own measurement, okay? Now, what we're testing here is osmosis and diffusion, so the permeability of a membrane to a substance. So our next step is going to be to place the egg into the vinegar. Now notice I said place, not drop, not throw, not plunk, whatever you want to make noise. We are gently placing our egg into the distilled white vinegar, completely normal vinegar, should have an awful smell to it. And we're going to gently place it into the cup. Now, your assignment right here is to be making an observation of what is happening to this egg. I want 3 action verbs. So we should have something that is happening to the egg. So in your Office 365's form, when it asks observations, this is what you're putting. Again, if you're doing this at home, you're watching your own egg and seeing those observations. Now, for the sake of my classroom, for the smell of this over the weekend, I am going to close my jar. I highly recommend that you put saran wrap, a Tupperware lid on it, something so that your entire house does not reek of vinegar, and your science teachers get emails about why are you ruining my house. So we are going to leave this. We have learned about osmosis and diffusion in your live class. We are now on our buzz. So whether you're doing this on Monday or Tuesday, you are going to leave your egg for 2 days. That means on Wednesday, you're gonna do all of your homework. Thursday, you're gonna do your lives, and we are going to check back in this on Thursday or Friday. So leave that in there for 2 whole days.